So you already know the kitchen is where it's at today. We're heating things up over here. Husband and wife, culinary duo chefs Gregorio Spinzo and Paige Healy. They are back with us by popular demand, serving up an authentic carbonara and filling us in on a popular annual southern tour of Italy featuring dinner in the field. Buongiorno. It's wonderful to see you both again.
Buongiorno.
Thank you and welcome back.
Thank you so much for having us. We're excited to be here and we're excited to welcome everybody out there to come and be a part of our Southern Italian family over in Calabria with us in September this year. It's September 3rd through the 13th. We're going to be traveling back to where Gregorio and I met. We fell in love when I was in Southern Italy traveling. He's actually Italian. Gregorio, prove to everybody you're Italian. Say something.
Ciao, come stai?
See, it's true. You saw it right here first.
Yeah, and so we're bringing him back to do all the stuff that Gregorio grew up doing. You know, his favorite little towns, his favorite places to eat. And then we're going to do some cooking classes during the day where I studied cooking in Southern Italy as well. So the cooking classes are going to feature one of the dishes, carbonara, which is very appropriate for the morning time because it's like bacon and eggs, but it's some Italian style. Yeah, because the pasta, you need it.
This is a beautiful dish, beautifully simple. And is that kind of the overview or the theme really for Southern Italian cooking?
Yes, it is. To make carbonara today, we use some yolks from a local fresh farm. You need like very fresh eggs from a local farm.
Super fresh eggs.
Yes, and you use just the yolks and mix with some pecorino cheese, great, and we have this beautiful cream.
Now, I know you guys are totally used to making this dish, right? But it does have raw eggs, so it really makes me nervous because you got to get this thing right. It's easy, but you have to get it right.
Exactly,
Yeah, right.
And it's the heat from the pasta that ends up cooking the eggs. So you don't want to scramble them in the dish. You want to allow the pasta to cook them. And also, when you get eggs, you want to make sure that the eggs are fresh, right? So that's going to help make sure that everything is clean, sanitary, and tastes delicious.
Because if they're old eggs, you got to know they're old eggs.
Yeah, they're old eggs, they're going to be old eggs. You want to make sure they're a bright orange color like this, the yolks. You want to separate the yolk from the white. And then, Gregorio, tell them the difference. You can use guanciale or you can use pancetta. What's the difference between the two?
Guanciale is the stuff you use from the cheeks, guancia in Italian, and pancetta is from the belly.
Okay.
Today we are using pancetta, but you can use one or the other.
Would you be able to taste the difference, or is it a tenderness of the meat?
You can taste a little bit the difference.
Taste the difference.
Yeah.
Taste the difference, and also the guanciale has a little bit more fat. Gregorio last night said guanciale, pancia. What was it?
Yeah.
Was that the dance? That's what you guys were working on yesterday, right? I like it.
He was
Now
so
we know
cute.
what happens. Okay, so this is cooking already. How far along do you have to let the pancetta go?
2 or 3 minutes until a little brown, crispy, just be on the edge, but still a little soft inside. I think this is ready.
I was
And
going
we
to say, it's perfect. Why don't you get started telling them how to make the dish and put it together?
Yeah. So,
One of those times I wish at home you had smell-o-vision because it is so heavenly in here. It smells so great. It's not a bacon smell. I mean, it's a pancetta smell, but it's this warm deliciousness.
So the eggs you want to make sure are bright orange yolks, and then for the pancetta, you want to make sure that it's hard. They say in Italian, duro, duro. When you press it, it's not squishy. It has a hardness to it because all of the moisture is evaporated out and given it that rich, complicated flavor that's different than bacon.
Good to know. So the pasta went in, a little bit of pasta. I mean, you drained it, but it's still
drain-
wet. It's
you
it's
need
not
a little
dry.
bit water to make like creamy.
And then let me grab
With
this
the-
for you.
Yeah.
Okay, my mouth officially just started watering.
And we can turn it off the heat.
Yep,
Okay.
so
Right now,
that's
and-
classic.
You cannot right now the
All
And
right.
so this is the yolks and
cheese
the
and
cheese.
yes.
And we have the
I'm gonna help
cheese
it.
in there. Thank you, hon. I appreciate it.
You guys are a team. I love this. And this trip is going to be phenomenal because it really does showcase where this all started for you.
Yeah, and we have everybody, thank you so much. We have a small group coming. It's 10 couples. Last year it was a huge success. We actually started from people coming to our dinner in the fields and asking us, please, please, can we see where it all started? You know, we started cooking together out in the fields of Southern Italy,
gonna
and
get a
that's what we
plate.
bring everybody back to do. So we've done some traditional, just very family-style events where Gregorio's family comes and joins us. And then we did some elevated events where we've taken Dinner in the Field to the next level. So we did Dinner in the Field at a historic castle that overlooks the Ionian Sea. It's not a real castle anymore. The rubble of it is kind of falling all around you, but you have these big castle walls that you're sitting underneath as you dine in the evening. And then we did it at an organic farm. We're hoping to do it this year on a beach that overlooks the Ionian Sea, maybe where even your toes get to be wet by the sand as you're sitting and eating. And we try and incorporate all of the flavors to really go well with the surrounding ambiance of the air and what you see. So the salt water helps with the fish that you're eating, and it makes it all so delicious.
It's a total immersive experience. You're there where it all happened. You're getting those flavors. Speaking of flavor, look at what is happening over here. Gregorio has plated this, and it's like a little nest
wine
with the pancetta in the middle, and then some more cheese. And you were doing this all in the pan, Gregorio. Did it cook? It's done?
Yeah, it's done. It's done. You don't cook the eggs, just like from the heat from the pasta, and it's a little creamy, mixed with cheese, and finish the dish with some black pepper, a little bit more cheese, and some fresh parsley.
And this is one of those dishes that you do not dilly-dally on eating, right? You make this, you serve it, and you go,
eat it. Yeah.
and it goes right out.
And one thing that I learned in culinary school, and I think Gregorio's family says the same thing because I've been at lunch with them, this is for you.
Thank you.
Is pasta waits for no man. So you're not being polite when pasta is being served. When it comes down at your seat, you start biting because it is it has an expiration date on it, and it's gonna not get better with time, but worse with time.
So I'm not insulting you, sweet dish. I'm
so
coming for you.
That,
Don't you
I was
worry.
gonna say maybe you want to take a try and see what you think of our bacon and eggs this morning.
Do I sip before, because I know the wine has an impact too on
Yeah,
flavor?
the wine has a little bit acid, and prepare your palate.
So have a sip first.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you can sip. Cheers. Salute.
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 And you're serving what type of wine is best with this type of dish?
Oh, Gregorio picked this one out. It's from Italy. It's DOC, which means it's able to be verified by the Italian government that it came from the grapes that it was said. That's what I like to get, is all of the DOC wines. And
This is an Ruffino Orvieto Classico. It's from the middle of Italy, Umbria region. It has some green apples and floral notes. And it's a little
bright.
crispy, bright. And you can smell kind of the green apple a little bit if you can smell and prepare your palate for.
Well, I took my sip. I don't want to insult this delicious
No, you
looking
have
dish,
to
so I
dive
need
in.
to do a taste.
And
You
this is
guys-
your fork right here. It's all clean, ready to go.
You know that you two are living the dream, right? I went to your Instagram feed and I was looking and I'm like, man, I mean, this is it. And to be invited to go back to that home area, Gregorio, you're cooking with your family. That's see what happened here. I'm just gonna have to take a
Yeah,
time.
it's just
bite.
going to be a
That's
big bite.
what's
We
gonna
didn't
go.
cut the pasta for you.
Yeah, I grew up cooking with my family, with my grandma.
I love the way you go for it. You're the best.
So I learned from my family, from my grandma, then my mother and my sisters, and I love cooking and I love it too.
And unfortunately, I didn't get to learn from Gregorio's grandmother and his sisters
But you
until
have
I
let him.
met him. I learned from the Culinary Institute, where we're actually taking our guests and having them do a lot of my favorite classes. So we've done pasta making was one of my favorite classes. That's where we're going to be making the carbonara. We're doing pizza making classes, and then we're also doing, get ready for this, gelato making classes.
Oh.
You
So
should come
real
with us. You
Italian
should come.
gelato.
I think you need a film crew, about 15 strong, to go with you to make sure that every part of this is documented, right?
Yeah, right.
And I appreciate you mentioning our Instagram feed, because we it's at Dinner in the Field, and we post on our travels as well as our dishes, and we release our dates there, and we tell more information on the trip. So some people who can't come this year with us, they can always follow along and see some of the amazing stuff we're doing, and the amazing sights, the tablescapes, and the vistas that we're going to be experiencing, and taking that 10 couples with us when we travel to southern Italy this September.
And we talked about, making sure you save for the things that are important. Maybe you start planning now for next year, right? And be able to stow away. This is phenomenal. Thank you both for being back with us.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Ciao, salute. It's wonderful.
it.
I'm just going to have a little moment over here with this pasta. Dinner in the Field, Southern Italy tour is coming up September 3rd through the 12th. Did you say the 13th Paige? Is it 12th?
It's
10
September
days starting
3rd through the 12th. Yeah,
Okay.
I got confused.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
No,
You're
that was
on
perfect.
Italian time.
I
That's what
know.
happened. For more
I'm
information-
leaving the 13th.
You can come home with Paige if you want an extra day. For more information, check our website early this afternoon at WTVR.com/VTM.